Hey everybody, it's Mike aka That Reseller Guy coming to you with another video, and it looks like I'm a little dark today. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. Even if the video is a little dark, let's get going. All right, many of you know, for a few of you that may come back and watch this video, that I haven't made a video on this channel in quite a while. It really just started out as taking a little break, had a bunch of family stuff going on, and just other things in life that needed to get taken care of. And I took a couple months off, and you know what? It was kind of nice. I usually do these videos on a Monday, and Monday is my busiest day by far because, of course, we got the weekends of sales, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to take care of. So I always had a busy packing day to do. And then I started doing that car guide channel as well, doing videos. So I tried to do a video on this channel, that channel, get all my orders done. It was tough to get it all done in one day. And sometimes it became a little stressful. And I think that's the whole point of being a reseller, is you want to get rid of some of that stress of, a regular job. So, I kind of eliminated doing these videos. So I'm going to try to get back and do some different stuff on this channel. Now, I don't want to just do the what sold videos, because I think a lot of you do know that I haven't been selling as much thrifted goods on eBay as I had in the past, especially on Amazon. Amazon's it is an afterthought as part of my business. I do list some stuff on there, and I actually did have one sale on there this weekend. We will talk about it. But I only sold 7 non-sports card items on eBay or Amazon this weekend. So it's kind of hard to do a video and I say, hey, look, here's some great stuff. I sold 4 items this weekend that weren't cards and stuff. So that's why I really haven't been doing some of those videos. So it's been a while now. I think it's been 5 or 6 months now, and I think I've done like one video on this channel. So I hope a few of you will come back and watch this video and say, hey, Mike, good to see you again, blah, 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 blah. I know one of you did, and that's kind of why I'm doing this video today. I at least want to get a short one out here, tell you what sold, and just kind of talk about some things that I would still like to do on this channel, besides just kind of doing some of the what sold videos. So quickly, because again, there's not a lot of stuff, let's go over the things that sold. And I will do that one thing on Amazon first, and it was a Lego set. I literally have 3 different items in my eBay store, or my Amazon store. I don't know how to do these videos anymore. This is a Lego set I found at a thrift store. I believe I paid $20 for it. I think 15 or 20, it was somewhere in that range. Put it on Amazon because it was going for about 50 plus shipping. eBay was a bit less than that. So it did finally sell. $50 plus shipping for this Galileo. I guess it's like his little, his little studio or something from way back when. It wasn't a set we were interested in building, so we just, I just sold it because, I'd rather have $50 than that set built. The other thing, one of the other things is a big old board. Now, it's not a skateboard. This is a Revolution balance board. Revolution, and you got a balance board. It's got these little knobs down at the end to keep you from going off the end. Usually this has like a roller in the middle, and then you balance on that roller, and you can kind of go woo, and then you practice your balance. I could not find that roller at the store. Whenever I find these, I like trying to look over for that roller, but that roller was not there. And generally when I do, I sell them separately because it seems like a lot of people may either have a broken or lost the roller. So I'll sell that, and then I'll sell the board separately. I believe this sold for $30. You'll have to double check when I throw the pop-ups on the screen, because you that have been around for a long time know that I generally get the price wrong as I'm doing these videos of what it actually sold for. So checking that pop-up, because I think it's $30. I think it's $30. It's not like I bought that for a couple of dollars. I think I bought it for like $7 or $8. So I'm not making a ton on it. It's going to be kind of a pain to ship. I don't know. Would I buy another one? Probably, but not a lot of problems. Maybe $15 after fees probably is my guess. All right, next up is football season. Did you guys know that football season started this weekend? Yeah, look, Bill, now I don't know who stayed up for that game last night. Obviously I did. But if you're on the East Coast, it went pretty late. But that was one of the greatest football games I've ever watched, because obviously the Bills win. If you're a Ravens fan, you're probably not thinking the same thing. But it's got to be the game of the year. Week 1, and we already had the game of the year. So I hope this means great things for the Buffalo Bills this season. Who knows? But it was a fun Week 1 to watch Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen just go nuts last night in a home game. So go Bills. All right. But what did I sell? I sold an Eagles item. I didn't sell any Bills item. A Philadelphia Eagles jersey. This has been in my store probably at least a year. It's a vintage Mike Mamula jersey. Yeah, Mike Mamula, an old Champions band jersey. There's the tag down there, size 48. Oh, geez. So we're talking prices, $30. Santa's got $30 for this. So yeah, Eagles had a good win over the Cowboys, although it wasn't pretty, but a win's a win, right? Right, Eagles fans? All right, so next, a couple different things over here. Sold one video game. Most of the video games I get, I sell in my booth. So if you've never watched this channel before or whatever, I have a collectibles booth at an antique mall. That's what I like to say. Way out on the other side of town. It's about a half hour from my house, but it's well worth it. And that's why I've been putting a lot of focus on my business now. So sports cards, again, I talk about sports cards. Look, here's part of the stack of the cards that I sold this weekend. 70 some cards I sold on eBay this weekend. So yeah, I have to go to that Card Guy channel, put up my what sold video on there every Monday. Usually that one gets out in the afternoon. I try to get it out like before lunchtime here in Arizona. So you do the time math accordingly. But anyway, so yeah, a lot of focus out of my collectibles booth, and that's really been paying off. Again, part of the reason why I haven't been doing some of the videos. That's part of what I will be doing a little bit. I want to get some videos out there about antique and collectibles booth. I think there's a lot of people that like the idea of having one, but a lot of people fail at them too. So some tips and hints that I think a lot of people need with your booths. But anyway, so a video game has to be probably above $15. I'm not going to put in my booth. Theft factor, that is why. So we got Guitar Hero Metallica for Xbox 360. It is just the disc, no manual or anything like that, no paperwork inside. I probably bet that 75% of the games that I get have stickers on them from GameStop somewhere on the case. $20? Again, we play the guessing game because Mike never remembers what he sells stuff for. Again, football season, sold a license plate. Few of you probably remember the huge license plate purchase I had a few years ago. This is the last of the New Orleans Saints. There was only, I think, 4 different teams. Ravens, Panthers, unfortunately, Saints, and somebody else. Last of the Saints, I still have a bunch of those Panthers and a few of the Ravens too. So, yeah, sorry, Ravens fans. All right, 2 more items sold on eBay. We got a graphic novel hardback book, Aliens. Yeah, it's called Aliens in Human Condition. I bought a collection of graphic novels from a friend. Probably had it in the garage for 6 months, and I finally got them processed last week to where I could take them out to my booth. But there was, I think, 3. There's a couple up on the shelf up here somewhere where I keep some of my eBay inventory that I did list on eBay because they were more expensive. So this one sold for $30, I think. If you look out on eBay, go ahead and take a look. There's people that are asking, like, I think $100 for this thing, but $30 is probably the right price where they're selling or where the majority of sales. You might see an odd one at like $50 in the sales, but yeah, 30. Did I say $30? Yeah, I think $30. Is $30 the number of the day? I don't know. Again, you'll see in the pop-up. I could be wrong. Oh yeah, another thing. I started promoting listings. I told myself I would never do it, that you don't need to, blah, 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 blah. But a while back, I listened to a video, and I don't even remember whose it was. It was one of the resellers, that I watch on occasion, and he was talking about why you would want to promote your listings. And again, I fought over it for a long time, but I have a lot of inventory in my store that has either been there for a while or some of my thrifted goods that I thought, you know what? Let's try this experiment. We'll throw it out there. 3%. I'm not doing any more than 3%. There's no reason to, even though it's suggested says 17%. I'm not giving Amazon or eBay 17% more. Whoever does that is nuts. I can't imagine. Somebody down in the comments, let me know. Does anybody promote at what their recommended rate is? Because that is ridiculous what I see out there. So again, I do 3%. Again, I understand maybe you want to go 3 or 4. So maybe if you're in the clothing category and you're in the very deep category where people need to find your stuff, you have to pay a little more to promote your stuff. But 3%. And I'm actually finding that quite a few items have been selling with the promoted listing. So it's showing that it is working. And surprisingly enough, people think, hey, with all these tariffs and other things that people are having to pay to get their stuff from us now, that international shipping or international sales are going down. It's actually gone up, at least for me, without promoted listings. I'm finding that a lot of these are going through the eBay international shipping or to shipping hubs. I think one of these items today, I think this one here that I haven't showed you yet, is going to like a shipping hub back east, because you can just tell how the address is. They usually have some sort of box number or something that's for an international buyer. But you understand. So let me know. Do you promote, what percentage, you know, all that stuff. So this item here, again, it's been in my store for a while. It's vintage Little Tykes Toddle Tots Family House in the box. In the box. I love finding stuff like this. Kind of a cool thing. I think it was missing. Again, I don't remember. I'm going to say it was missing a part or two. If it was, I would put it in the description. Oh, geez. What did this sell for? $20. I don't think it was too expensive. But again, you'll see a little pop-up down here at the bottom. If I hold an item on this, I usually put the bottom down here. Pop up down there. If I'm doing this, then I put it down here. Move it around a little bit. It doesn't matter. Not really. But either way, that's the stuff that sold on eBay this week. And try to get over here out of the way. All right. So yeah, what else do I want to tell you? Now, I'm still going out there every day, going to thrift stores and doing all that. You see a little tower of stuff here. That's stuff that we bought over the weekend. Did a little weekend thrifting with a fam, and you know, we found some good stuff, some stuff. What I mean by that is there's sometimes that I buy things that I like, and it's not necessarily a huge profit margin item, but maybe I buy it for $4 and I sell it in my booth for $10, just because it's stuff that I like buying and selling. So let's show you some of it back here. Might as well do a little bit of a show and tell today. See if I can. You think I can do this without dropping? Look at this tower. This is like a Jenga tower. Right here, we'll slide it over like this first. All right, let's see. Don't fall. Don't fall. All right, we did it. All right, so Funko Pop. Let's talk about Funko Pops for a second. I have a collection of my own. You can see some back there. That is all Groot. That is just Groot. I don't even know the exact number I have, but it's like 20-something different Groots. And my other guy up here, we got Rocket. Boom. I almost got the entire Rocket collection. A couple that are more expensive to buy. But there's a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 different Rocket. There's a lot less Rocket than there are Groot. Thank goodness. But yeah, I still do collect them. But their sales are dwindling. And I can definitely see that out at my booth, because I used to sell, you know, on an average weekend or an average week, or pay period. Again, just talking in these videos, I got to build up my stamina. But I would sell several every pay period, which is a 2-week period. And I'm still selling some, just depending on what I get in, what characters I get in. I'm being very, very, very picky on the ones that I pick up, because there was a time where I would pick up just about any of them. I could find them for $1 or $2. I'd throw them out there for $5, even though it was kind of a nothing character, and eventually they would sell. It hasn't been the case lately. So again, I'm being picky. Now, what am I buying? I'll buy Harry Potter anything. I'll buy Harry Potter anything, and it will sell out at my booth. Harry Potter is so well collected. This one here, it was marked $6.49. $6.49. I always get a coupon. I've talked about this coupon in the past. 20% off. So I paid about $5 for it. It's going to sell for $10. So after fees, what am I making? $3 to $4. Not a lot, but it keeps stuff in the booth. It is hard to keep the booth full with as much stuff as I sell. I could fit a lot more stuff in there. Another one I bought, just because this one was kind of cool. This one was cheaper. This one only marked $4.49, a little bit cheaper. But it was Tinkerbell. But it's kind of a weird one. You can see in the picture, she's kind of funky. She's kind of like crystal-like. You can see in that picture. It's funky. It's funky. It'll sell just because it's different. Tinkerbell is fairly popular. Certain Disney characters will sell. All right, now, I don't know if anybody here is a Hamilton fan, but my daughter is obsessed with the play Hamilton. They went this weekend. They had like at the movie theater, they kind of had like a limited edition release of it, and they went. I think it's my daughter's third time seeing Hamilton. I think they saw it when it toured here in Arizona, and once on Netflix and once now at the theater. So she has the set of Hamilton Funko Pops minus one that's like an $80 one for some reason. So we saw these at the store. She thought she might need one of them. She thought she might have needed Eliza, I think it was. So we bought them. They were marked up pretty high. They were marked $9.49. And I said, that's about what I would sell them for. But I'll buy them just in case you need them for your collection, because she didn't have a picture or a checklist. You should carry a checklist around with you, or at least a picture of your collection, so you know which one you're missing. She didn't need it, of course. So I'll probably get $10 each for these at my booth. I don't think they sell for any more than that on eBay. I'll double check. Again, I always double check these things before I put them to the booth. Yeah, again, I got that 20% off, so I'll still make $1 or something on them. It's not like I'm giving them away. All right, this next one I bought just because they price them cheap enough to where I think I can make some money. So $3.49, and it's a couple of these Yadro bells. Not Laladro. So a couple of them. Boom. After coupon, it was $2.50. How can you pass them up? Even if I got $10 a piece, I'm guessing that's probably what they sell for. $10, maybe $12 on a good day. But I do keep one little section at my booth, even though it's like half sports, half like pop culture and toys. I do usually keep one little section of other type collectibles, because I find stuff like this in the store. I don't think it's worth putting on eBay, but putting it in my booth for $10 or $12, it's worth it. All right, let's go ahead and get this wrapped up so I can get moving on. I did buy a Howler bobblehead. This thing's heavy. This is a heavy one. Coyotes are no more here in Arizona. We have no more hockey team in Arizona. They moved off to Utah. So I will still buy the mascots in some of the special edition ones, $5.49, probably $12 to $15. The mascots of any team do well. And I bought a Kiss Peter Criss bust right there. That was that much money. What was it? $8? I don't even know how much it was, but it was Kiss. That's it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap the video up here. So again, thanks to anybody that came out to this video and watched it. I'm sure some of the long-time viewers of this channel will stay through the whole thing. I've been doing this for 6 years. 6 flipping years on YouTube. Can you believe that? I don't. And some of you have been around for that whole time. Some of you have been here for I'd say a couple months. But anybody that's watching this, if you're new and you stayed this long, man, that's amazing. So thank you. More content about booth. Maybe do something where I'm going to the thrift store. I don't do a lot of garage sales. I don't do a lot of estate sales. I'll do a few, but get some different stuff on here for you other than me just sitting here. Because sometimes I think, you get a little sick of just me just sitting here talking head on the screen. So yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching. Sorry it's been so long, but I'll get videos on here. They may not be every week. That car guy will be every week. Barring something coming up. But I appreciate you coming back and leaving a comment down below. Let me know that you came here and watched the video. So yeah, that's it. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you next time.